Oh, hello. Were you expecting Ian? Well, you've got Karl now. My name is Karl. I've transformed. Welcome to CRW, Critical Reading and Writing. If you had me last semester, you know that when I shave my beard, I become Karl. And so I think everyone's going crazy with the quarantine. Welcome to Quarantine Edition, another Quarantine Edition. I hope you're having a really difficult time looking at me. Shaved, I don't know why. Shaved last semester. You know why? Because it's just good to be ridiculous at this point. Like, don't take yourself too seriously. And every time I think of having a mustache, I laugh at myself. And so I was like, I need to have a mustache so I can maintain some semblance of, I don't know, scruffiness. So I don't know, some semblance of control. I think people, I don't know if you guys have noticed, people like baking bread. Like, that's the thing. And I think it's just like a way of exerting control over our lives when we don't have control. When we don't have agency, what do we do? What are we going to do? We bake bread. My wife dyed her hair. I think, I had a friend who shaved his head. I didn't shave my head. I'm going to regret this in about a week, but I think there's a good chance that Karl doesn't take any shit. That's what I said last semester. I was like, because it was right around, it was actually Halloween. I wanted his Goose from Top Gun. Look it up. Maybe I'll put a picture of Goose down there. I hope you're watching this. I'm going to fucking not suck the audio the first time I do this. How is everyone? Are you surviving? I've gotten emails from students who are stressed about this whole thing. And again, I think in a moment I'm going to talk to you about some good news about just don't stress, get stuff in while you can, when you can. It's April 12th, so we have a month. We have literally a month left. We can do it, which means you have to see 8 more videos of Karl and hopefully a couple of Zooms. Let's just get into it. First things first, this is going to be the only virtual class I post this week. I was thinking about it because I'm about to get your next paper assignment. And I think you guys are doing a lot more work. Definitely for my class, there's like a higher volume of shit you have to do right now. And so this week, you're going to see this video, and down below you're going to do what I ask of you this week. And it's about the book A Very Common Prayer, which I really enjoy, and I'm very sad. I feel like these are just therapy sessions where I'm just like, hey guys, what's up? I made a mistake and shaved my mustache, and now I'm really sad because I can't see you. Like, I love talking about the book A Very Common Prayer. Maybe we'll talk about it together on Zoom this week. So you have class activities for today, and then I'm really giving you the week to catch up on everything. So please catch up on everything. You know what I mean? Like, please catch up. If you have any fucking questions about what you missed, it's pretty easy to see what you missed. I finally toggled over on Schoology, like student view, and you can just go in and see your grades. I didn't really realize it was that easy. Anything you have a 0 on, you may transmute through the power of alchemy and maybe your own mustache. Maybe if you're a gentleman, you grow a mustache, or if you're you identify as a woman, you grow a mustache. Maybe we can all have mustaches. What do you think? Is this the mistake you want to make? Because you want to make this mistake with me? So use this week to catch up. Please, you're going to have an essay. So your homework, let's just say it, you're going to be able to read it. I'm going to tell you a million times. So for next week, you're reading Survivor chapters 23, 22, and 21. This week, you're just submitting triple entry notes on Survivor chapter 24, so 3 notes for that. You have an essay due Sunday. It's a reflective essay. We're going to get into it, right? It's not a very formal essay. That's going to buy me time while I grade your other essays, and then if you want a spoiler, the first day next week, we're going to begin working on turning that exploratory draft into a fucking formal essay. I was going to start talking thesis statements with you in this week, and I was like, no, let them catch up. Let them breathe. Right? Let you breathe. Fuck. Speaking of breathing, it's nice out today. That's awesome. I don't know about you, and I don't know, I feel really congested. I took a Sudafed, but it didn't take. All it did was make me jittery and anxious, which is like, oh great, I was already jittery and anxious about this fucking nightmare on my own, you know what I mean? And now I'm jittery and anxious through Sudafed. My dog is barking, and it's driving me crazy. Can you hear her? She stopped. Okay, good. Fantastic. How are you guys all dealing with your life things? Oh, okay. All right. And then Zoom for homework. We're going to finish off homework and my dog stops barking. Come to Zoom this week. If you come to Zoom We're going to do a Kahoot. Just coming to Zoom means you're going to get extra credit. It's going to be credit towards a virtual class you missed or triple entry notes you missed. And literally, people who showed up, I had a really great time just talking with you guys. This week we're going to play a Kahoot. We're really going to play a fucking Kahoot. Maybe the next week after that we'll do like actual group discussions. It's optional. It's only optional because this is like mid-semester bullshit, right? That we transmuted, much like we transmuted our mustache or our beard into a mustache, we transmuted our physical class into an online realm. There's no rolling back the requirements, right? Come to Zoom, hang out, get the extra credit, and then there's that. All right, let's get going in digital class. If anyone even watches this, it's one of those things, people, at least I'm making it for a purpose. People fucking upload videos like 13 ways to bake banana bread, and they're like taking it so seriously, and you're like, dude, no one's gonna fucking watch your video on banana bread. What the fuck are we doing here? I watch like video game guides. How the fuck do I solve this puzzle? That's what I want to do today. I want to play video games. I'm going to. Playing some games, bro. What was I going to say? Yes, so let's get into the essay. It's down below. We're going to look at it. You guys remember, okay, so it's due a week from today, which is Sunday. I'll remind you. Minimum length, 2 pages. I don't want to talk about page length anymore. That's not counting the reflective questions. People ask that a lot. It's a great question. No. Nice try. Karl doesn't fucking think so. Karl doesn't think that the reflective questions count towards the page count. It's fine. Okay, so let's see. It's called a personal moment of questioning because early in the semester you wrote about a personal moment of success. So we're interrogating our lives to be like, well, why was this a moment of success, right? I sort of shoved that down your throat. And now it's going to be like, well, why was this a moment of disappointment or questioning? Early in the semester we wrote about moments of success. However, now we're going to pivot and write about moments in our lives where we were left questioning. They told me to do this and now I'm unfulfilled. Why? I don't know. Am I making more sounds than usual? I don't know. Throughout the semester, we've been discussing the idea of dissatisfaction. What if we do everything we're told to do and we're not happy? And how it would come from chasing goals, material possessions, or life events, especially those we were conditioned to desire. If I get those hardwood floors right now, I'll probably be disappointed because it's the fucking pandemic, right? Like, hardwood floors don't matter right now. For this essay, I would like you to think of a point in your life where you acquired or achieved something you thought you desperately wanted, only to have it end up being a letdown. I feel like we can all relate to that. A lot of times people write about like going to college, which I can respect. That's one of the things we're like most heavily conditioned to do. It's like go to college and get married, like the two big things, right? Get a job. I don't know. Once again, sponsored by Diet Mountain Dew Pepsi Cola Co. Please contact me. It's gone now. Crushing caffeine these days. Where was I? So we've been conditioned to do those two things. Marriage, college. I was thinking about workplaces. Really interesting to see in the middle of this pandemic, like people are like, it's going to change like how we work forever. Like, I'm going to be homeless because my wife banks on business trips in her company. Like there's like business trips are just not going to be a thing, which I can kind of understand, right? Like, or, Bill Gates said like K through 12 at the very least, like education needs to be in person. Obviously, I fucking agree with that. And amazingly, I think you guys may agree with that as well, right? Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But who knows what's going to happen like in the future? You know what I mean? I don't know. We don't know. April 12th, when am I going to get to go outside? Today's a hard day. I don't know if you guys wake up and you're just like, this is a hard day. Anyways, it's okay for it to be a hard day. That's the important thing. Don't beat yourself up if you're having a hard time about this, right? It's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to make it harder for all of us. Right? Just that dangerous thing you can do with emotions. You're like, I feel this way. Fuck. Why do I fucking feel this way? It doesn't get you anywhere, I promise. Just take it easy on yourself. Okay. For this essay, I would like you to think of a point in your life where you acquired or achieved something you thought you desperately wanted, only to have it end up being a letdown. This is a moment where you spent a great amount of time yearning for that must-have thing or life moment, be it a car or be it a wedding, right? Only to find yourself disappointed. Much like the moment of success, I would like you to describe this moment in as much detail as possible. I want you to explain why you wanted this object or life event so badly, and why you thought it would make you good. This is where the metacognition comes in, guys. How was I conditioned to be convinced this was what I should be doing? That's a really cogent way for me to express it. I don't think I've ever expressed it that way before. How was I conditioned to view this thing as like the next big thing? Then with equal detail, I would like you to explain your disappointment. Convey to the reader why this letdown occurred and also your feelings in depth. Be prepared to discuss your personal experience in class. Nope, you go ahead and take that out of the prompt, right? Just take it right out of the fucking prompt. We'll be using our findings to come to a conclusion regarding exactly what we meant by disillusionment. We will be doing that in the same sort of virtual groups as before. And as always, please answer the reflective questions below. They're just questions to force it on you, baby. Force that metacognition on you. You know, where did you get this desire from? Desires don't just come from the fucking clouds, guys. They don't just come from, no. They come from, something. Whether it's our parents, why do our parents believe that? It comes from our peers. Why do our peers believe that? It comes from internally because we, look at Instagram posts and we're like, I really want to look that way. And then second one is looking back on this moment. What does it teach you about yourself? What have I learned? I really am just going with the flow. Maybe like, my desires are outside the norm. Well, why are my desires outside the norm? There's no outside the box. We just might stand in different places in it, right? That's it. And then we're sort of going to go, why are we doing this? Because if you look below in Schoology, I think my wife's calling to me. She doesn't know I'm recording this right now. Yes! I'm recording my wonderful video for my students. And now they're going to see me trying to talk to you through a door and a white noise machine. And you want to say hi? All right, come on up.
Don't be mad.
You scream.
I don't know.
You're so pretty.
You could have texted me and said.
Wow.
I don't know. In one of the other
She's
videos,
about to eat Taco Bell. You get your talking.
In one of the other videos, you were talking, texting.
Yeah.
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 So suck it. I hope you're all doing well.
I told them to take it easy on themselves.
Take it easy on yourselves.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Eat Taco Bell if you need to.
Eat.
Do you get crunch? You get a Crunchwrap Supreme.
That's all you get. Maybe.
That's all you got?
No, I also got a chalupa.
All right.
Don't kiss my hands. I haven't washed them yet.
Get the fuck out of here. All right. I love you. Bye. May you be so lucky as to marry someone like I did. Legitimately. It's important to enjoy your quarantine person. So that's the essay. If you look below on Schoology, you can sort of see why we're doing this. You build in difference, you can begin to interrogate yourself. Moment of success, right? Why do I define this as a moment of success? Moment of disappointment. Why do I define this as a moment of disappointment? And then finally, new understanding about how you arrived at your understandings. Like, how did I arrive at these things? So there's that. And then the big question today, and this is really interesting, right? I'm going to navigate to Schoology because it's working, so I don't want to hear it. I know Schoology is working. The big question for today is, in what ways do we refuse to take responsibilities for our life situations? That's going to make more sense when we do a close reading together of the Book of Common Prayer. And in what ways should celebrities be responsible for their behavior in the public eye? We're going to talk about this again through the Book of Very, Very Common Prayer because it's wonderful. I think you read this and much things like in Survivor, you're like, this is fucking ridiculous, but like, is it really? Is the Book of Very Common Prayer really? Or is it yet another an exaggeration of like our culture and like things we do and things we do believe in our culture? So let us turn to page 127 on chapter 24 of Survivor. I'll wait. I'm editing our Schoology as we go. I know I'm a very bad proofreader, guys. I know you've learned that at this point. Okay. So this is Tender. Tender doesn't want any responsibility. He's a stand-in for all of us, right? I don't want responsibility. Why is my bank account so low? I don't make enough money. Which is probably true. We should raise the minimum wage, but also because like you spend our money on fucking bullshit, right? Can't pay our bills because we're buying Louboutins. I know Louboutins or Balenciagas. Are those the super fucking ugly shoes? Anyways, okay. So Tender, right? He says, before this plane goes down, before the flight recorder tape runs out, one of the things I want to apologize for is the Book of Very Common Prayer. We could think about it. When people apologize, why are they apologizing? Does that mean they knew better? People need to know the Book of Very Common Prayer was not my idea. Yes, it sold 200 million copies worldwide. It did. Yes, I let them put my name on it, but the book was the agent's brainchild. Before that, the book was the idea of some nobody on the writing team, some copywriter trying to break into the big time. I forget. What's important, again, he's convincing us, is the book was not my idea. What happened is one day the agent comes up to me with that dancing light in his brown eyes that means a deal. According to my publicist, I'm booked solid. This is after we did that line of Bibles I was autographing in bookstores. We had 1 million plus feet of guaranteed shelf space in bookstores, and I was on tour. So right off the bat, he's just like, this is not me. And so the question I want you to consider is like, should we hold him accountable for these objects? Like TB12, Tom Brady selling fucking autoimmune pills or whatever during a pandemic. Is that scummy? If a woman, not a woman, a celebrity, we don't have to gender it, is selling diet pills, should they care about what the diet pills are doing to the people who take them? We've talked about this. There's a kerfuffle between two celebrities. I think Cardi B was like sponsored by them, and someone was like, "This just gives these kids fucking diarrhea. Like, this is not healthy. Like, should Cardi B care?" I don't have an answer. This is in the portion in the class where I'd say that, and I'd be like, "Well, what do you think, Bob?" There's no Bob in either of my classes. And then, or is it up to us to know what we're taking? And really, are enough people smart enough to figure out and sort of do these things? I don't know. Okay, so that's sort of that. And then let's just read one of the prayers, because I'm forcing you to write one of these prayers today. Let's go to page 126. And so we'll read it. It says, what happened is, oh wait, this is you turning, this is me, I'm probably like twitching and sipping my vitamin water. You're turning to page 126 where it says, what happened is one day. Or you're using the stolen copy I sent you and you can hit Control F to find this. What happened is one day I'm in the green room waiting to co-host some daytime television project. This is way fast forward after the autographed book tour. The idea here is that if I co-host and enough people tune in, I'll spin off with a vehicle of my own. So I'm in the green room trading toenail secrets with somebody, the actress Wendy Daniels or somebody, and she asked me to sign her copy of the book of very common prayer. This is the first time I ever see a copy, I swear. On a stack of my own autographed Bibles, I swear. So he doesn't really feel that bad about the Bibles, does he? According to Wendy Daniels, I can smooth out the swelling under my eyes by rubbing in a dab of hemorrhoid cream. I could use that, man. I am tired. I am not sleeping. But, I have a mustache now. She hands it to me, the book of very common prayer. And my name is just so right there on the spine. Me. There I am. There inside of the prayers people think I wrote. The prayer to delay orgasm. The prayer to lose weight. The feeling, the way it feels when laboratory product and testing animals are ground up to make hot dogs, that's how hurt I felt. He feels very hurt, sure. The prayer to stop smoking. And let's close read this together to see what's going on in these prayers and why we might like them, right? Our most holy Father, take from me the choice you have given me. You have given me. Assume control of my will and habits. So is this prayer pumping up agency or something else? Wrest from me power over my own behavior. May it be your decision how I act. May it be your hands my every failing. Then if I still smoke, may I accept that my smoking is your will. Amen. So what's going on here? I think it's really interesting. Take from me. You have given me. Rest from me. And so I think it's the idea that this book of very common prayer, I'm gonna force you guys to think about it, like it sort of puts control in someone else's alley, right? Or someone else's hands for things we want, right? We don't want to earn them, but we want to say, I want this, and then I want the quick fix, right? I want the pills to make me jacked. I want this money-making scheme. And so it's sort of like, please, because it's a prayer, so please do this for me. But if it doesn't happen, it was your will. Amen, right? And so why would that appeal to our culture? And how have we sort of been conditioned for this to appeal to our culture? What about our culture sort of punts, right? Punt the ball on responsibility at all times. That's what I want us to think about today, because we are conditioned in ways to sort of not take responsibility, right? Does anyone have that friend who just like habitually fucks up and they're just like, I'm sorry. Or, I think it's really interesting too. We've sort of talked about this, like what's in our control. Like as a professor, like when do I show you leniency? I mean, for me, it's always, right? But like, well, was it your fault or was it not your fault? Is it an excuse or is it a reason? And what's the difference there? I And this is sort of what the theme for the class today and what I want us to all think about. So that's the end of my ranting. This is sort of concludes today. So what did we go over? There's no second virtual class this week. If you're the Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, your next virtual class is until next Wednesday because we have Monday off for Patriots Day. Now, typically that's the day when college students would get fucking shit-faced and stare at people running at the marathon, not caring about the marathon. Because who gives? I mean, honestly, I don't give one single fuck about a marathon or drinking, but most people pretend to care about the marathon so they can day drink, and then they would watch the Red Sox. But everything on this planet is literally fucking shut down right now. I can't go to the movies, can't go to the gym. Anyways, so no virtual class next Monday. And if you choose my Tuesday, Thursday class, unfortunately, you don't get a day off, but our next virtual class will be on Tuesday. Please come to the Zoom this weekend to make up weekend. Do not come to the Zoom on this weekend. I won't be here this week, either on Thursday at 10:30, or if you're the Monday, Wednesday, Friday class at 11 a.m. We're going to play a Kahoot. We're going to talk. Just hang out, right? We're all stuck in these houses. We'll talk about the class. Maybe I'll ask you what your book of very common prayer. Your prayer of very common prayer. Anyways, and again, use that time. Don't just view it as you have nothing to do, right? Like when I have those optional classes, no one would come in and they wouldn't turn in their paper. Use this time to be productive. Use this time to make up the work. Because I know there's a lot of work in a lot of classes, and so you just do your duties this first class, and then just use it to convalesce, get your mind right, get your class books right, your grade books right. Again, if you have any questions or you just want to chit chat, email me, or we can do a Zoom meeting. I'm happy to meet with you one-on-one on Zoom. That would be cool to me. Dye your hair, grow a mustache, be kind. If you believe in a deity, happy Easter, or a specific deity, I should say. That's really it. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're healthy. If you're struggling, hang in there. If I can do anything with your struggles, let me know. And one love. I don't know, because you always have to do this thing where you like go and you push this button. So I'm going to push the stop button. But one love, bro.